Okay, hello everybody. It's May 21st, 2020. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing a little troubleshooting today. My TR7 runs and drives great for like almost a mile, and then it just dies. So I'm not sure why yet. The carbs are all cleaned out. I made some videos on that. I did a lot of work, and it runs great, but it just seems to run out of steam. I don't know if it's my fancy fuel filter setup. I'm going to have to put it back to original soon, you know, with the fuel rail under the carburetors. But what I did was I'm trying to see if I have a clog in the tank, or I'm not sure. If it's not a clog in the tank, it could be a clog in the fuel pump down here. So what I did was I disconnected the rear tank, and I plugged a line that's coming from the rear, the gas tank of the vehicle, and I plugged it just so some fuel won't leak out. And then I bought this little ATV gas tank and mounted it here, and this is feeding the input of the fuel pump. I'm hoping I'm going to learn something from this. But this goes into the right there is the fuel pump. Now, I haven't cleaned my filter at the top of the fuel pump. That's something I'm going to need to do. It's not the easiest thing to get to that top screw with the carbs on. But so let's see how this little gas tank works. Mounted it here, and we'll see what happens. Now, if the car doesn't die, what does that mean? I'm not sure yet. It could be a clog in the gas tank of the car, or a fuel line or something like that feeding the fuel pump. It idles fine. It'll idle for hours, but it's just when you drive it and use a lot of gas, something gets clogged. Or it could just be a bad fuel pump also. So I just wanted to show you that you could mount one of these little ATV or pit bike gas tanks. Just use a couple of tie wraps. I'm going to fill this baby up and run it, see what happens. This is an opposite side view. You can see the little tank. It's snug up against the battery, so it's not going to fall or spill or anything. So, you know, if you do a test, do it right. I have two fuel filters, so my fuel pump feeds a T connector feeding two fuel filters, and they go into each carburetor. So that's the setup here. That's my own setup. But maybe that's a problem, and I need to put the original fuel rail back under the carbs, which, you know, I'm going to try that probably next. Okay, I'm gonna put some gas in the tank here. Fill this up. This is 93 octane. I think these cars are supposed to take 91 or higher. Alright, that's pretty full. Good job. Didn't spill a drop. The battery disconnect. Gotta put that on. Okay, I guess I'll be back and let you know how I made out. Fuel pump is clogged. The next thing I was going to do is bypass it and make a setup just gravity feeding the two carburetors with this little tank, and just totally bypass the fuel pump. But I don't know if I could ruin the fuel pump doing that, because if I plug the output of the fuel pump, then the fuel has nowhere to go. If I plug the input, then it's going to run dry, but I think it'll be okay if no fuel is going into in the input, because, you know, it's still wet in there, and I'm not going to run it for that long, so it should be okay. So So let's see what happens. That usually happens. It's probably starved for fuel. See? And then that happens. Okay, I gotta put the camera down here. She's running. I don't think it likes my new tank. It should. It's fresh fuel too. I'm not sure why it's running so rough. Alright, I gotta put the phone down here. Get it to idle. No, it's off. Don't force it. Something's off. Don't force it. Alright, we're getting there. Little by little. During my little test, you know, I recalled the plugs being black, and I've cleaned them and put them back in the 4 plugs here. They were all black, which indicates running rich. And my son just came over and also said that probably running rich. And it used a lot of gas in that short amount of time. Like, this thing only had like a third fuel left, and then I refilled it, and now it's already down. I mean, this is a little tiny 122 cubic inch 2-liter engine. I mean, or whatever it is. I know it's a 2-liter, but it's using a lot of fuel. So I'm going to have to focus on the carbs. They're all clean and everything, but who cares how clean they are if they're not adjusted right? So I hope this helped a little bit. You know, all the electrical in this car is good. Not all, like the important stuff, like 95% of it. But obviously there's still an issue. The motor runs very good. I mean, so smooth. So and it revs really nice. But there's a problem, and that's got to be fixed, because I'm not taking this out on the road until I get that resolved. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope this helped a little bit. Before you go, so I don't think my fuel line's clogged. I think my fuel pump is working fine. It's just running rich. That's what's going on. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching.